Alright guys, in today's video of FlexiSTARTER, we're going to be looking at some more options under the General tab for the program's preferences. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. You guys will notice we have a variety of different softwares we do cover, and also we upload videos daily. So just keep an eye there for any new content. Otherwise, back in the program here. Now, just a reminder, this is part 2 of the General tab, and this is also part of a mini series for the preferences. So you can follow the relevant links or videos. And then, so in the previous video, we already covered everything on top here, all the way to auto save or save document every and then a time. So this is obviously the auto save. So today we'll be looking at the rest. So trash capacity in the FlexiSTARTER, don't worry too much about this. This is more for the pro versions. And then this basically will just be saying how many items when you delete them will be saved to like kind of a trash before it removes that. So you can always back up those items. So if you basically delete something and you've saved your document and so forth, then it will be stored in there. But otherwise, then precision, then this is kind of like the point decimal, so you can kind of choose how fine you can refine settings. So if you're working with like very small prints and so forth, or cuts, you can always up those values. Then next up here, we've got drag and drop images. So what this will basically do is what will happen when you drag and drop an image into your program. So we have two options here. We've got embedded and linked. And for those of you that don't know drag and drop, that is obviously just if you navigate to, let's say, a file browser, and then let me just drag this in the right window. It's got documents. I'm just going to take it from another program quick. And let's say you just grabbing an image and you drag and drop it into your program, which with preferences open, obviously that will not work. So let's just quickly do that again, drag and drop this, and then you can see now we have the image in here. So that is pretty much what it means. And the two options we have, like I said, is embedded and linked. So embedded will save it to your document. So when you copy your document to anyone, this image will come along, but it will make your document larger. Linked will keep it in the folder structure, which is on your computer, but not saved in your document. So you'll see it as if it's in your document, but if you copy your document without the image, it will not be displaying in the final project when you open it. So that'll be embedded under the drag and drop. Then next up, we've got here display color pop-up window as. We've got two options here, list view and palette view. So let's have a quick look at that. So let's say we've got something selected, and then we've got our colors here under the fill and stroke editor. And if we click this little arrow, you can see now we've got a list and it says the names of the colors. Now if I quickly go back to preferences and we set this to palette view, then I say okay. Now if we click it, we'll notice we've got a little palette here, which it varies from artist to artist and designer, but I kind of like the list view, seeing that it gives you the color names. So if someone asking for anything specific, you can always just reference that. Then next up here we have, let me zoom in here, we've got save settings on exit. I'm sure I don't need to explain that much, but what it'll come down to is, let's say you've set your default colors here in the bottom, or certain settings for certain tools. Then when you save and exit, it will save those settings. So next time you start the program, those settings will be the same as what you left it off. Otherwise, if that's not enabled, it will reset it back to the default. Then next up here, we've got smooth screen display. So let's switch that off quick, and then we can look at the edges. So if let me zoom in here, you can see the edges of this E. I mean, it is quite messy. So now if we had to go switch this back on, so let's put smooth display. I'm just going to put this maybe in a way so we can see the changes happen. So let me just navigate this a bit down, go to edit, preferences, put smooth on, put it here, hit my zoom key, Now when I click OK, if we look at the E there, you will notice how suddenly the edges get smoothed, as you can see that. So that is pretty much what that setting does. Otherwise, that is it on the preferences. There's quite a few settings, but if you know what they do, it'll definitely make life a bit more easy if you need to set those settings. Otherwise, if we head here to vinylcut.co.za, the program is freely, sorry, I'm so used to doing tutorials for Final Cut as well. If we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, yeah, like I mentioned in the intro video, we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover. And also we have this nice little search option, so you can isolate your search if you don't want to filter through all these loads of videos. But if you still come dry after a search, you can always go your requested training video, and then we will make that video for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.